Hey everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. This is my first video for 2026. It's been a busy start to the new year, but I wanted to make a quick video to show one of the most common use cases that we see in Copilot Studio when it comes to generating different files. A lot of use cases require agents to create a Word or Excel file. So I wanted to show you how you can do that using Copilot Studio. So for today's demo, I have a SharePoint list, which I'm going to use as a data source. So here you can see it's a new business tracker. It has all these columns. It's essentially tracking information about new business request. And what I have done is I've already created this agent, and the use case here is I need to allow user to search across this SharePoint list, and then based on users' question, they can generate Excel reports. So, for example, if I go back to my agent here, I can say business trackers. So there are different types. I'll say new business tracker, and then I can say something like, can I see all records that were created last month? So what this does is basically the agent would use this flow to search across that SharePoint list, and it gets me all the records that were created in that SharePoint list in the month of Feb. So let's just wait for this to come back. So here you can see it has created all the records that were created in Feb of 2026. And this is all the information that's coming from that SharePoint list. But the main thing I wanted to show is how you can allow your agents to generate Excel files to meet any reporting requirements. So in this case, let's say I want to use all this data to create an Excel report. So what I can do next is I can say export to Excel. And in this case, and now it's going to use another flow to create that Excel file for me. And it's going to have all these columns for each of these records. And this is really important because many times users would like to export data out from the data source. So this is a good way of creating different reports, or if you have like any Word or templates, then you can generate Word templates using the same approach as well. So here you can see the file has been created, and the user can directly download it by clicking on this link here. In my case, it's a OneDrive link, so it's going to open it, and here you can see it's created this really well formatted Excel report. And this approach works for any query. So in my case, I only asked for records that were created last month, but even if you had multiple records, it would be able to create the same Excel file. So it could have any number of columns or any number of rows. Now, just to quickly show you how this can be done, so I'm going to go back here and let me show you the approach you can use to generate these Excel reports based on users' query. So what I have done is I have created this flow, which is called agent export to Excel. So if you look at my path here, which the agent took, when I asked the question to see all the records that were created, it's performing a search. So this is nothing but a simple flow that is just using get rows from SharePoint list node or action in a flow, and then it basically gets everything by applying OData filter. And I can quickly show that if it's helpful. Let me open my Power Automate flows, and here you can see how we are running the search first. So when the question is passed to the flow, first I have a prompt, and the reason I have this prompt is because I create my OData filter using AI. So this allows me to create this OData filter dynamically based on user's question. And then once I do that, I pass it here on the get items. And then once we have that, I basically format it and then show the response back to the user. So this flow is allowing me to search across this data based on user's question. So that's the first flow that we saw on this agent. And then when the user says export to Excel, we are using another flow. And this flow is only responsible to create the Excel file. So, and the way we are doing this is first we pass the information from the search, so this new business search flow, as the input to this flow. Once we get the input, we first want to create a well formatted JSON. So I have a prompt here. It's very generic prompt. So let me just show you quickly. It's just passing the data here, and then we are getting a JSON response. So this is where I create my JSON based on the input data that's passed here. Once I have the JSON, I'm then passing the JSON output to this another prompt, which is called export to Excel or CSV. And the key thing here is for this specific prompt, I can leverage to create any kind of report. So it's very generic, and this makes it very modular in terms of design. So you are not just designing a prompt to create a specific Excel file. So here you can see we are just passing the JSON data. There's nothing specific to the file. All you have to do is you pass in the JSON data here, and then in order to create the Excel file, make sure your output is set to documents here, and then make sure you have the code interpreter turned on. So turn this on, make sure the output is documents, and then this should generate the Excel file as long as you pass a valid JSON as the input. So that's the first prompt we have here. So this is creating the Excel file. Once the Excel file is created, the next thing we are checking is whether there is a document that comes from this prompt here. So you want to make sure the prompt was successful in terms of generating the output. So what I do is I check if the file was generated. So I'm just doing a land check here. If there is a file generated, then the next step is I want to grab the first file. So it's an array here. So I'm grabbing the first file, and the output returns a base 64 string. So I'm grabbing that here on the compose, and then I use create Excel to create my file. So in this case, what I have done is I have created this folder, and I've given all the users who have access to the agent access to this folder, so that everybody can click on those files and get access to it. So here we are creating this file. The file name has timestamp here, and then we are setting the file extension as xlsx. So that's the Excel file, and then simply passing the base 64 string. So we are converting the base 64 to binary and then passing that string here. So this is where the file gets created. Once the file is created, we make a get call to get all the uh, OneDrive OneDrives that this user has access to. So basically, the user asking the question. So this returns a uh, a basically an array of all the OneDrives that this user has access to. And then what we want to do is we want to filter that array for only the ones that are related to OneDrive. So we want to get we want to get the URL of the one of that user's OneDrive. So we are just filtering out that value using the name property. So we want to make sure we just get the web URL of their OneDrive that uses OneDrive, and then we pass in the path of the file that's created here. So here you can see we have the web URL from here. So this is giving us the web URL. So this is how we do it. So you can see I'm getting the first filter array web URL. So basically, if you remember, we are only looking at all OneDrives that this user has access to, the user that's asking the question. And then we are getting the first value of that web URL. So this only would work if the user only has access to one drive. If they have access to, let's say, two business drives, then you might have to change this expression. But in my case, most users only would have access to one business drive. So we are getting that web URL, and then we are appending the path of that file so that we can actually build the complete URL for each file that was created. So here we create that file URL, and then we pass it back to the agent. So once the response is back, you can see that's what is then shown to the user here. And then user can simply click on this link and then open it directly in Excel. I hope this was helpful. I, I just wanted to quickly show this approach because a lot of use cases require generating documents. So this is one of the easy way of generating Excel reports. And you can use the same approach to generate Word files as well. So you would create a Word file, put it in the OneDrive, and then allow users to download it. So this is the demo for today. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, do let me know in comments. Thanks for watching.